good, Beer Fam? This is Big Tone coming at you from Big Tone Productions, Beats and Feasts. You know what time it is. It's time for another cooking video. And today, I just wanted a good old steak sandwich. The Meat Eater steak sandwich. Not a lot of vegetables, not a lot of foo-foo on top. Steak, bread, and a little bit of onion. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share the video. And by the way, this video is brought to you by Niku, Tokyo Japanese Knives. I love the knife, and I'll show it to you here in a little bit. You can also see my review. But again, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Let's get started with the ultimate steak sandwich. Alright, so the supporting cast is as such. It's pretty simple. The main ingredient, I got some sirloin steak here. Portion of it I have cut up and portion of it I have whole. I'm going to cook them both ways on the griddle. Got some onion I'm going to cut up. Some butter I'm going to make some garlic butter with. And then we're going to make a sauce from some Duke's mayonnaise, some red hot sauce, and some Worcestershire sauce, the W. And then some minced garlic, of course, to do my garlic on my bread. I got some Munster cheese. I'm using Munster only because I like the melting portion of it and I love the flavor. And salt and pepper to taste. Not a whole bunch of stuff on the meat. We want to taste the meat. And then the bread I'm using is a French roll. But I cut it down, butter that up with some garlic butter. Toast it up nice on the griddle. And again, this is the Niku Tokyo Japanese knife. I love it. It's a nice product. It's going to take some time for me to get used to the different build, but it's a nice knife and I want to see how long it holds up to being sharp. But it's definitely worth the purchase. So I'll leave all the links in the description down below. But hey guys, let's get started putting this together. Guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut up the rest of my onion. So I'm just going to cut some nice pieces here. Going to do a little caramelized onion on the griddle with my Niku Tokyo Japanese knife. This knife, I honestly believe it is meant for meat. I'm cutting some vegetables up for it. But it really does a great job on meat. And you can watch my review and see that. But this knife is incredible. I just want to see how long it stays sharp for me once I hit it with the steel or something. But the build is great. You can see my review on the knife. The build is great. It's got a little finger hole to give you a little bit more stability. You can do tricks with it, whatever. Be careful, you don't want to cut yourself. It is sharp. But it's a nice sturdy build. Guys, all the links are in the description if you want one. But it's called the Niku Tokyo knife. Alright, got my onion cut up. Next thing we're going to work on is the garlic butter. Garlic butter, very simple. Very, very simple. Let me grab a spoon here. We're going to do, I got about a half stick of butter there, unsalted. We're going to put about a teaspoon of minced garlic in there. Stir this up real good. We're going to do a pinch of salt. Pink Himalayan, you know how I get down. And we're going to do just a tad bit of vegetable oil in there. Smooth it out a little bit. Just a tad bit. And then we're going to put this on my French bread that I talked about. Give it a little garlic flavor to it. We're going to set that aside for now. And we're going to make the sauce that I'm going to use on the actual sandwich. Alright, for the sauce, a very simple sauce. We're going to use some Duke's mayonnaise. About 2 tablespoons. You can use whatever mayonnaise you like, but I must tell you, I've come to love the Duke's. And we're going to use the Frank's Red Hot Hot Sauce for a couple reasons. I don't want a lot of heat in this, and I don't like Frank's for the heat. I like it for the flavor. Alright, probably about a teaspoon of that. And then we're going to go over here and grab about a teaspoon of the W sauce, Worcestershire sauce. We're going to mix this up. Nice and good, and get all the lumps out of it. Ah, yeah, there we go. Let me give it a little bit of taste before I add the seasoning to it. Boy, that Duke's gives it a kick. I'm gonna add a little bit more Worcestershire sauce to it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more Red Hots. Alright, let's give it another taste. There we go. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper to this. No salt. Got mayonnaise, and you got the Red Hot sauce. Worcestershire sauce. You don't need any salt in this. Alright, very simple sauce. Let me give it another taste. There we go. Very simple. Set this aside and let's get started on the meat. We got some sirloin steak here. I chose to use the sirloin. For one, it's cheaper. I didn't want to use the filet. You know, you can look at Gordon Ramsay for that. He uses that expensive product. I'm using sirloin steak and just get just as tender. Well, it can get tender. So this piece I left whole. This piece I cut up. Because I used that in my video for the Niku knife, Japanese knife. We're going to leave this one whole. First thing we're going to do is we're going to brush on a little bit of all-purpose vegetable oil. And we're going to hit it pretty liberally with the salt, pink Himalayan. And then we're going to come and hit it with the black pepper. I'm not using a whole bunch of seasoning salt and all that. I want to get the flavor of the meat. And I like my black pepper, you know, if you've been watching me. We're going to flip this over. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. A little pink Himalayan sea salt. And some black pepper. Now the other steak I'm going to season once I get it on the grill, because it's already cut up. Alright, let's head over to the grill. Let's get this sandwich going. Alright guys, we're over here at the Still Made USA griddle. And if you've been watching me, you know I love my griddle. If you want one, just click on the link in the descriptions along with the Niku knife. But we're going to get started here with the onion. We're going to throw that on the grill with a little bit of butter. And we're going to render these down and get them nice and caramelized. Alright, so we're going to let the onion do its thing real quick. It's going to take a little bit of time to do that. I got some butter here on the front eye. This is going to be for my bread. Alright, so over here on the front eye, I'm going to put my bread down. Garlic butter facing down. And we're going to let those cook a little bit. Let them get nice and toasted. And we're going to throw on our meats here. So I got some vegetable oil back there and up here. We're going to put on our whole steak there. We're going to put on our cut up steak up here. You hear that sizzle? Alright, we're going to season that cut up steak real quick. Little pink Himalayan sea salt. Some black pepper. Alright, so we're just going to let this steak cook for about 2 minutes. Flip them over, and they're going to be damn near done. Steak is going to take a lot less time than the onion is. Alright guys, look at that steak back there. It's done. I'm moving that to the center. I don't want it to get any dunner than that. It's going to continue to cook here in the center, but not at the rate that it is back here. And this steak, flip it over. Look at these onions back here. They're coming together nicely. My bread toasting up. Give that a little bit of time. And the key to some nice caramelized onions is just a little bit of sugar. Just a little. Not a whole lot. We're not trying to make sweet onions. Look at that steak. Tender as all get out. Look at that. Cut it with the spatula. I'm gonna sneak me a bite. Oh Lord. That steak is awesome. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to rush your onions too much. Let them cook. Alright, we're going to get ready and cut this steak up here. This steak is nice back here. Check out my bread a little bit. Ah, yeah, it's toasted up nice. Yep, looking good, looking good. Get a little toastier. Alright, we're going to cut this steak up. You can feel it's a little more than rare in the middle. Using my Niku. Cut this steak up. I don't like all that red and that pink, but I'm going to leave a little bit in there. I'm not a rare type of person, but I am close to medium. That Niku knife, Niku, cuts through that like butter. Like butter. Alright, because we're on a griddle here, that pinkness is going to go away because I'm putting it face down to it. But don't get it twisted. It's going to be medium. Alright, so we're going to move this steak here to the middle. I'm going to leave that, let it cook just a little bit longer there. Check on my onion back here. It needs a little bit more time. And I don't really want these to be quite caramelized. I do want them to be nice and soft though. So we're going to let these cook a little bit longer. In the meantime, I'm going to butter the other side of my bread and we're going to flip them over. Come in here with a little bit more butter, garlic butter on this side. Gonna flip this toasted bread over. Ah, look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh Lord. That's the wonderful thing about the Steelmade. You got the hot spots, the 4 eyes. You know that. That's where your eyes of your stovetop is. But then you got the middle where you can let your meat rest a little bit. Still cook a little, but it's going to be rested. And you can still warm things there. So let's look at these onions again. Oh yeah, they're looking nice. They're looking nice. A little bit longer though. I'm going to take a little taste of one. Yeah, a little longer, but they are nice. Oh my God. This steak sandwich is gonna be awesome, guys. So I got the stovetop off, but I'm gonna melt some Munster over here just a little bit. It's totally off, but I'm gonna cover it and let that cook. Get that cheese melted while my onions are finishing up. Oh yeah. All right, so the Munster is melted there. I'm gonna take some of my sauce here, and I'm gonna put it right here on the griddle. All right. And let me assemble the sandwich and I'll be right back. I don't know if it gets a whole lot better than this. Look at that sandwich. I wanted to give you a little sneak peek before I even cut it. Look at that sandwich. Oh my God. Let me cut this thing for us. Smash it down a little bit using my Niku knife. The knife cuts through it like butter. Oh my God, look at that. Meat and onions and bread. That's the meat eater sandwich. Hey guys, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that bite. The ultimate steak sandwich. Oh my God, this video was incredible to do. Thank you to Niku Tokyo Knives. I had a pleasure working with him. I really like the knife. Go get one. All the links are in the description below. But you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for that bite. Let me get it. I got my napkin, paper towels ready because this is going to be messy. Forgive me, I can't talk with my mouth full. Steak is super, super tender. Hey guys, all I can say, you need to try this at home. Perfection on a plate. If you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, make sure you share it. And hey, this is Big Tone signing off. Peace.